Time to do our basketball mini trivia games of the day. We're going to start with the current jump shot, then go to Hoopco, then we'll do a little NBA higher lower, and maybe we'll play some ball knowledge gaming if we don't have anything to rip until then. So if you guys want, help me figure out who is this current NBA player jump shot. Ooh, this guy got a little bag, huh? Through the legs, bang, bang, step through, skip through that lane. Filet. I love that. I love that guy. Here we go. Who is doing this? It looks a little Kevin Durant-ish in the dribbles just because how lengthy he is, but it's definitely not KD. You can just tell by the jumper it's not a Kevin Durant. I know it's probably a bigger guy than this, but I'm going to go with Benedict Mathurin to start. Something tells me I see a little bit of off-the-dribble Benedict Mathurin. Bang, we got a lot of good stuff here. This is what I like to see. So it is a Pacific player who wears a single-digit jersey number, who is around the age of 23, who plays shooting guard or small forward. So we should be able to get this relatively quickly. Pacific. If it's not the Clippers, you got the Lakers. I'm trying to think Lakers. I don't know if they have anyone that dribbles like that, man. Unless this is Austin Reeves, and I really just, because it is not a Canadian guy, so it might be a white guy. Might be a white U.S. guy. Really don't see that as Austin Reeves or Luka or LeBron. So I'm going to move away from the Lakers. I'm going to go over to my Warriors. I don't know if I can see any of the Warriors guys looking like that. I'm trying to think of our small forwards and power or small forward shooting guards. I don't know. What up, Corey? I'm in the middle of something. What's up? Can we talk in a minute? I'll give you can you give me 10 minutes? I appreciate that, Corey. Thank you. Basketball. Here we go. Who else could this be? We have the Sacramento Kings. Is this Zach LaVine? That does look a little Zach LaVine. Okay, it's not Zach LaVine. But we do have of course, he's a younger guy. 23 years old. Shooting guard, small forward. Doesn't wear 8, so we eliminated the Kings. We eliminated the Clippers. So we're down to Phoenix. I didn't even think of Phoenix. That's not Dylan Brooks. No, that can't be. So Warriors. Maybe this is a Warrior, huh? Warrior, Laker, Sun. Those are the 3 teams we're down to. Warriors, Lakers, Suns. Austin Reeves wears number 15. I'm trying to think of single-digit players. It's not Pods. Phoenix. I guess it could be Devin Booker. It could be Dylan Brooks. They both wear single digits. It could even be Jalen Green. Maybe that is Jalen Green. It is. It is just Jalen Green. Honestly, it looked a little stiff to be Jalen Green, but now that I'm seeing it, he has changed his jumper. He doesn't jump as much as he once did with that step-through jumper. I feel like he used to be a really high jumper his early years in Houston with his jump shot. Very Derrick Rose-esque, if you know what I'm saying. Andre Iguodala-esque. If you guys play 2K, you would know that the jumping high ability. But there you go, Jalen Green. Automatic three-point jumper right there on Charlotte. That's a good one. I'm happy I got Jalen Green there. And now if I go back, let's do some NBA Hoop Goat. You know we love our NBA Hoop Goat around here. Oh no. No way Hoop Goat can't get reached all of a sudden. Is it temporarily down? Oh, we're good. We're back. All right, Hoop Goat. I was very sad. I thought we weren't going to be able to play your games today. But let's do our start bench cuts. You know that this is where we have a good time every single time. Wow, that is so close. Who would I rather have between... You know what? Just because he's coming off an injury, I got to go that direction. Really close to doing this. But because he's coming off the injury, I don't think I could put him ahead. Blake Griffin, Chris Bosh, Sean Kemp. Sean Kemp was the second best player on a championship contending team. Chris Bosh was the third best player on a contending team. And then Blake Griffin was never on a contending team, other than maybe Brooklyn, you could say. But honestly, I think Blake Griffin's the most talented. His time in Detroit, he could do it all. He could shoot. He was an athletic guy. I just don't know if I know enough about Sean Kemp. It's interesting to see most people are putting prime Chris Bosh over prime Blake Griffin. I don't think I agree with that. I think I would take prime Blake Griffin over prime Chris Bosh, but it is close. I would easily here go J-Dub, Austin Reeves, Tyler Hero. That was pretty simple for me. I just think J-Dub, yes, sir. He's too much of a good ball handler. He's too much of a good ball handler. He's good defensively. I just love everything J-Dub brings to the table. Wow. Wow, I'm really going to have to cut T-Mac, huh? I think this is the order I just got to go in. I love me some Tracy McGrady. But Luka's just different, man. And Shea, obviously best player on a championship team. I can't take that away from him. Damn, that's really close. I got to go in that order, though. Jalen Green, you're getting cut. I'm starting Coop and benching Khan. I just got to start Coop. I know, look at that. 20% of people are starting Khan over Coop. I love it. I love the ideology behind it. I just can't get there yet. I can't get there on Khan yet. I think Coop's got such a high ceiling. He's got such a ceiling of being a top 2 to 3 player in basketball that I just got to take that over him. God, Monte, you're getting cut immediately. Maxi's easily starting. LaMelo's a better player than Monte ever was. So there you go there. I'm going to go Gilbert Arenas, Darren Williams, Stephon Marbury. Most people are playing Marbury over D. Will. I don't know if I know him enough about Marbury to do that, and I just like I like how Darren Williams played basketball, so I'll sneaky go that way. Battle of point guards. Who would I rather have? I can't lie. I think the playoff impact that Jamal Murray has to put him atop. I love De'Aaron Fox, and I think I got to cut Trey. I think this would be the order I go in, which is funny because I think Jamal Murray might have less all-star appearances than both of these two. But yeah, I think Jamal Murray, those playoff games they're too impactful in terms of ranking guys overall. Definitely starting Randall here. He's always been a better player than these two. Even at his worst, he is technically a second option on a championship contending team. Neither of these guys ever were. I'll sneaky go Odom over AK-41. He was a good defender, but that was really it. He tends to show up in all these hoop goats, and I can never really get behind him. I feel like I've disrespected him a lot. Wow. I'm going to go with this. Most people are starting Castle over White. I can't get there yet. White's too good of a basketball player. But I'll go White, Castle, Bridges. Bridges has been bad this year, man. Bridges has just been bad this year. No other way to put it. He has not been the way that he should be. Keep 4, cut 4. Dwight Howard. Probably a top 75 basketball player of all time. What up, Mama? Mama Breaks is in the house. What up, Mama Breaks? Dwight Howard was levels better than DeAndre Jordan ever was. So I'll exit that. KG. Keeping KG. I got to keep Ewing. Call me crazy. Dennis Rodman was never Ewing. He was never Dwight, and he was never KG. So I'm going to cut him. I got to keep David Robinson. I got to. And I got to cut these last. Oh, Carl, I don't mean to cut you. Oh, my God, I got to cut Hakeem. I did terrible. Realistically, looking back, I'm literally just going to cut. I'm going to cut Dwight Howard for Hakeem, and I'm going to cut Ewing for Carl. And that's about it. That's a tough one, though. That was a tough keep for a cut for. We'll do the blind 2. Franz and Paulo, they really haven't won anything. I'm just going to put them all the way dead last. Turner and Giannis, they haven't even played together a lot, so I'll put them there. Shea and J-Dub won a championship together, so I'll put them 2 or 3. I'll go 2. Penny and Shaq, they made it, but they never won, so underneath Shea and them, Jordan and Pippen won. Oh, this would have been perfect if I didn't get Kyrie and LeBron as my last one. We never get that well. But realistically, I'm going Jordan, Pippen, Kyrie, LeBron, and then everyone's moving down, and Kyrie and LeBron is just going number 2, and everything else I think I got pretty accurately. Even like this bottom one, I'm taking Giannis just because Giannis is so much better than those two over those two, so that's fine with me. And then let's move on to NBA high or lower. We'll do salaries. You guys know that I could go crazy on this. So my monthly high score is not 31. It's actually 55, but let's break it. Who's making more money? I'm going to lower this so you guys on stream can see these names. I know it's a little bit difficult, but we're going to make it that way. Here we go. LaMelo's making a lot more than Mitch Rob. We're going to speed through this. We're going to speed through these. LaMelo's making more than Derek White. Derek White is definitely making more than Grady. Definitely making more. Ooh. Is the 13th overall pick making... Yeah, I think he's making more just because he was drafted more recent. There you go. I think they were both 13th overall picks. Wow, Anthony Davis is $54 million to not play basketball, huh? Definitely making more than Tony Bradley. If I break 50, I better see one of you guys buy into my break. That's all I'm saying. If I break 30, I better see one of you guys buy into my break. I think Io's making about 11 mil a year. Oh, my God. 7.5 to 7.2. That was a scary one. But if I break 30, I better see one of you guys buy into the break here. Kawhi's making over 50. Especially with those trees he's planting all over the place. Definitely making a lot. Kawhi making more than DeJounte. That's pretty simple. Jeremy Grant signed he's making 32 on the dot. That's as close as it gets, though. He's making 32 on the dot. Sorry, 001. Definitely making more than Jock Landale. $8 million to Rui Hachimura. I think Rui's making a little bit more. 18. Oh, wow. I did not know he's up at 18, but definitely making more than Zeke Naji. Zeke Naji's making $8 million. Good for him, man. That's amazing. Pods. I don't think Pods is hitting $8 million. He was a late first-round pick. I don't think he's gotten an extension yet. Yeah, I'm right. Look at that. Zeke Naji making more than Pods. Oh, I knew it the second I clicked it. 16. I'll try one more. I got to get to 30. I got to get to 30, like I said. Ant-Man's making more than Dunk. Kane, what up, Kane? Richard Visa, welcome in. Denkiser, welcome in. How we doing? Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday from the Rip Lounge, DANYC. I think Cole Anthony's making like 13. Yeah, right around 13. Jalen Duren's making more. Oh my God, he hasn't signed his extension. Jalen Duren hasn't signed his extension. I knew that. I gotta try one more time. Cade's making more than Reeves. Yep. JBSBC, welcome into the show. Lonzo making 10 mil this year. Good for Lonzo, man. I think the 4th overall pick does not make 10 mil. Oh, Kane, it's 70 degrees outside here. Mitchell Robinson's making more than 9. Yeah, 12 and a half. I knew he was making more than 9. Vucevic is making like 18, 21. Okay. I thought it was 18, but 21 sounds about right. Ariel Huckporty is making 1.9. Congrats to Ariel for making $1 million, but it ain't what Vucevic is making. Tari Eason's making more than that. 5.6 or Aaron Neesmith. Yes, sir. Kane, go have a great time, man. I'm trying to go. I did not know Isaiah Joe was making $12 million. I thought he was still on such a bad deal. Wow, terrible. But there you go. I did some of that, and now let's go to Ball Knowledge Gaming. Let's do the NBA one, points per game draft. If you guys haven't played this with us before, we have to get 5 players that make a starting lineup with the highest points per game in franchise history. We only get 5 chances. Let's see what we can do. Clippers. You guys might call me crazy. Bob McAdoo. MVP Bob McAdoo, 34.5 point per games. Denver Nuggets. I could go Carmelo. I could probably go, is Jokic considered? No, he's not. He's only a center. But I think I'm actually going to go with little Alex English. Am I wrong? Who am I blanking with him? If it's not Alex English, oh, it's since 1980. Ooh, I don't think I like any of my options over Carmelo then. I don't think I like any of my options. Oh, wait, unless he's here. Alex English is as a forward. 29.8. Okay, I'll take that. Toronto. We could go Kawhi, DeMar, Vince, T-Mac. If I'm looking through the names here, I think that my best bet's gonna be Vince. I think my highest points per game for Toronto is gonna be Vince. Oh, 24.7. No, it was not. It was not. That was a bad one. If we're going Boston, there has to be a good player I can think of that's high scoring. Larry Bird, Bob Cousy, Sam Jones, Havlicek. I think Havlicek is my name here. 28.9. That really wasn't great. And then let's go Kemba. 143. Honestly, 143 is not bad. For getting a 24 in there for Vince, I'm not mad at that. That was the daily. We'll go to the one player. Atlanta, you guys know I'm always going to for Atlanta. Go Bob Pettit. 31.1. Cleveland, LeBron James. 31.4. Celtics. I'm going to see what the Cousy year is. Ooh, only 21.7. Yeah, that's bad. We know Bradley Beal had a 30-piece season, so I got to go Beal. And then a Toronto center, Bosch. Bosch, my best bet at 24. That wasn't great. 139. Let's break. We got to break 140 before I get out of here. Clippers. Easy. Bob McAdoo out of the way. Pistons. Am I crazy? Cade Cunningham. Highest score. Oh, Jerry Stackhouse. Jerry Stackhouse did it. He was a 30-point per game guy. 29.8. Okay. Lakers. Okay. I can't go Wilt. I can go Elgin Baylor, though, who definitely had like a 30, yeah, 35. Oh, we got, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And then the Spurs is George Gervin's forward. Oh, my God, we cooked on this one. 164.8. I wanted to break 140. We got 164.8. That's probably as good as we're going to get. Basically, 5 30-point per game scorers there. NBA points draft face-off. That was awesome. A bunch of good NBA basketball. I'm going to do a little basketball talk after this on the games last night, but that's going to be the mini games for today.